Sagittarius. My name is Megan and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to go ahead and talk about all things spiritual. Hit that subscribe button, like and comment on this video if you haven't already. My readings are for sun, moon, and rising signs. Cross watchers are welcome. Let's go ahead. Get into the person that's on your mind currently. Sagittarius. I'm already picking up on the fact that you're concerned about someone from your past. Let's see if the card, the Star card reverse. Somebody that you thought was going to be a significant part of your life. Someone that you almost wanted to show off. You gave everything that you could. My lighting. You gave everything that you could to this person, but it's like no matter what you did, it was never enough. Nine of Pentacles reverse. They kind of would nag you, like, well, this isn't good enough, that's not good enough, and in reality, you feel like you gave this person everything because you just saw something in them that was like otherworldly. It was a spiritual thing when you met this person. Hierophant reverse. You could be dealing with a Taurus. This is somebody that you really viewed yourself marrying, but something transpired here that's caused you a lot of anxiety. Temperance card reversed. But then we have the Lovers. You could be dealing with a Gemini. This is something that, this is somebody that you love. Truly love, right? This is not just like, did they text me? Did they not? No. This is like, hey, I'm stuck in Afghanistan, I can't get out, can you help me? And then you do whatever you can to figure out a way to get them out. That kind of love. That was a really weird example. You and this person both know that this was divinely guided. You feel such a strong connection with this person that it's hard for you to even think about being with somebody else. But at the same time, it's either your intuition, you saw something, you heard something where this person may have been giving to others. And this has put you in a deep state of unease. Yeah, Ace of Cups reverse. I feel like whatever that was that you found out, it really made you realize, oh, this person's not going to give me the cup of love that I was hoping for, even though I feel this connection and so do they on a very profound lover type level. I feel like the sex is phenomenal between you two. There's something otherworldly about it because of that Lovers card, because this was divinely come together. But I'm going to say this, right? This was divinely orchestrated to come together, no doubt in my mind. But the universe doesn't always orchestrate two souls meeting so that they can fall in love and last a lifetime. A lot of the time, the universe will conspire to have two souls meet, usually in the weirdest of circumstances. It's what makes it so fun. But the universe will conspire for these two souls to meet solely to learn their lessons, to divert them on the path that they're supposed to be on, right? So we come into this connection, we're in love, we feel all the feelings, and then something happens, or a lot of things happens where it's like, I can't do this anymore, and we break up. But then when breakups or divorce happen, a lot of times both parties will be sad for a while. It's normal. It's a state of grief. It's completely normal. But once both of you, it's not one versus one. I'm just talking about in general, both of you. Once you start picking up the pieces, about a month or two, it's going to take, depending on how long you date, but it's different for everybody. Once you wake up in the morning and your first thought isn't that person, you find yourself starting to think about other things, that means you're starting to heal. So I just, two people can be in love with that Lovers card and it can be divinely guided. But a lot of times the universe or God or whatever, they bring people together because it's called a bump contract. In spirituality, it's called a bump contract. What a bump contract is you meet certain souls throughout your life and you may think they're love. But in reality, it's called a bump contract. And I'm not saying this is what this is. I'm just using it as a teaching moment. Essentially, with a bump contract, the universe has two souls meet, either fall in love or have a business together, whatever that may be. But then when that ends, when conflict arises and that ends, these two people go their separate ways. But what us humans and our egos don't realize is that that was actually divine protection. It's hard for me. It's hard for everybody. It's hard for every human on this whole planet because we're here to manipulate energy. But our egos get in the way. And our egos are essential. Our egos are what keep us going. It's what keeps us eating, living, breathing, working, all of that stuff, right? We need a healthy ego. That being said, though, a lot of times our ego just don't matter. A lot of times the universe is going to have you meet someone, in this case it's this person. And I like to use the analogy, I love a creator named Rich Lapp. He's here on YouTube, check him out. He is wise beyond his years when it comes to this stuff. He's actually the one that inspired me to start doing this on my own. So what he likes to say, an analogy he likes to use, which I'm obsessed with, is it's like this Lover's card here. The universe brought you two together, potentially, right? If this is your reading, brought you two together, right? You're like two little kids playing in a sandbox. Just an analogy, right? You come into this connection, you're two little kids playing in a sandbox, and all of a sudden one of the parents comes, and by parent, I mean the universe. They come and they sort of pull you by the hand. Like, it's time to go, it's time to go. You have other lessons to learn. You have other people to meet, other connections. Let's go. But now our ego brain, we can't see that. We can't see that. So all we feel is, no, I have feelings for this person. I'm not leaving, because we can't see that, you know? So it's like the universe yanking you out of the sand. Come on, it's time to go. It's time to go. And then eventually a separation happens. And only down the line are we truly able to say, I'm so glad that happened. You know? All right, I digress. How does this person view Leo? Page of Pentacles, they may be waiting for you to make some kind of a small offer, but it doesn't look like this person's making an offer. And the reason could be maybe, I don't know, maybe they're just not really viewing this as, even though they feel this Lover's card, they feel like it was divinely guided. You know what I'm really getting, Leo? This person's hung up on an ex. Potentially a Libra or a Taurus. This person is having trouble seeing a future with you with the Empress card reverse, like family, and just seeing you in sort of your divine element, whether you're male or female, because they may be hung up on someone from the past. Yeah, that's why they're not coming forward. But it's also, they don't want to lose you either, so it's why they're coming in with just like a small token. Very tiny, nothing substantial. Because they feel this too. I don't feel like they're trying to play you necessarily. What I'm more getting is it's like they in their own lives, they're just still kind of hurting from something that didn't work out in the past. That's why this offer that they make you may be very small, if they make one at all. But they're just not sort of viewing this connection as, even though they do feel it, for whatever reason, they're just hung up on the past. So they're unable to get out of their own way to see that you would be the best option for a healthy, happy life. What's the advice for Leo in dealing with this situation? The Hierophant and the Three of Cups reverse. I keep getting that. I've gotten that for like 2 other readings. The advice is this. Yes, this person may be marriage material, and do I think this person views themselves marrying you? Yes. I just don't think right now. I think that they need to heal from the past more, because they could have gotten very hurt from a third party in the past. That's one message for some of you. For others of you, this person needs to let go of giving to others, putting you in a very anxious, confused state, they really need to go in and heal themselves about why they're doing this, because they do have feelings for you. I'm seeing it, right? Lover's card. They feel it too. They feel it very, very strongly. Hierophant reverse. They know that their ways are preventing this from moving forward into any sort of serious commitment, whether that be marriage, a serious relationship, what have you. But this person inherently the advice for you, actually, the advice is, yeah, you could marry this person. You could. They have all the potential. That's why you feel this Lover's card so strong. This connection is so strong when it comes to love, specifically. In order for you to feel comfortable ever marrying this person, here's your advice. You need to first admit that this person is potentially dealing with third parties. And then you know what you do, Leo? Even if it's just an intuitive hit, you sit down and you have a very, very calm conversation about how you're feeling. Evidence or no evidence. If you have evidence of it, great. If you don't, fine too. We should never, ever ignore intuition. God gave it to us for a reason. And on this channel, when I say God, I just want all my viewers to know that God is real. Personally, I believe God is source, the creator of everything. The universe is real, God, it's all sort of under one capsule. So yeah, I do feel like this person definitely wants to marry you, but they know that they're here now with the Hierophant reverse. They're not in the Hierophant upright yet. First, in order to make this love connection come together, they have gotta do the inner work on themselves. Yeah. Ten of Pentacles reverse. This person is in no position right now to be able to give you what you want. And it goes straight back to the fact that this person ultimately has to stop giving to other connections. They have to stop making you feel uneasy. Because this is divinely guided. This is the person that you were supposed to be with. But unfortunately, they just, I'll say they haven't quite gotten there yet, you know? So don't be afraid to have a very, very nice conversation. You know, it doesn't have to be arguments. It doesn't have to be low vibrational, but just kind of about where you're at. You know, does this person sort of want to get out of the energy of the Hierophant reverse and not wanting anything, playing the field, whatever it is that they're doing, giving to other people? You know, you could just tell them, I feel this. I know you feel this too. Is this going anywhere? But the real thing here is that you guys just need to communicate with each other, because it really looks like you guys are on just completely separate pages. Let's see here. What's the advice for Leo in dealing with this situation? It's too many. Leos are some of my favorite signs. I love all the signs, but I love Leo. I'm a Libra. I love me some Leo. So the advice is, yes, this could be somebody that you know from your past in one shape or another. And the advice is also the Devil card. Don't, if you're already sort of sleeping with this person, try to stop. Because that's not getting you anywhere. I know it sucks, it's fun, but try to hold off if you guys are engaging in any sort of activities like this, because I feel like this person's a very sexual person. You could be too. Either of you could be born on a 5-day, which would be the 5th, 14th, or the 23rd. Or you guys could be a 5 life path. You were both of them. There's some kind of 5 energy in here, because 5's the number of sex and adventure, and not staying in place for too long, but it is the number of sex. So if you guys already have been physically intimate, maybe pull back until this person can really understand that you guys were supposed to be together, but their atrocities have just somehow... Actually, I'm getting it's more their self-confidence has just messed this up. But yeah, the advice is definitely understand that this is somebody very, very significant. That's why you're here watching this. It is a past life soulmate that maybe did not work out. either here in this 3D reality, but you guys are definitely in communication in the 5D. Try to hold off. It's hard. I'm not saying it's not. It is hard. Hardest thing ever, especially when you have feelings for someone like this, right? You know they're kind of bad. You know that they might be giving others. I don't know, but the sex is so good. That's what I'm getting from this reading. It's like the sex is almost what binds you guys together. But other than that, it's like a lot of confusion, even though you guys do both love each other. But this is not being spoken. So the advice is actually to hold off on anything physical until this person gives you a clear direction of exactly where this is headed. Because you deserve that. You deserve that. You know, don't stoop yourself lower just to make this person feel comfortable. No. They need to rise higher so you feel comfortable. That is what I have for you. Go ahead and hit that subscription button, and I will see you guys next time.